Welcome back to my channel. This is Old New Dude with theories and tempo of Game of Thrones and beyond. All fair use laws are in effect and spoilers ahead. Spend a little time looking at the smaller fish in the big pond. Fish, not fist. That'd be a completely different video. Uh, Sir Alliser Thorne popped in my head the other day. And yeah, he's a dick. He was born one and just got bigger. Insert laughter, please. I understand the guy. I mean, I went to Navy boot camp and Marine Corps boot camp, and they're this for the situation they're at the wall. They need a drill instructor type character, and George gave us one. And he's instantly hated just because he's mean to Jon Snow. I don't hate him for that. He's not wrong. I mean, don't knock me. I like Jon Snow. Don't start the hate mail or nothing. But compared to the boys that get there at the wall, Jon's pretty much had a pampered life compared to them. He's not wrong on him being trained by a master at arms and all that stuff. So it's a wake up call for Jon that I might have screwed up here. I had it pretty good where it was, but I mean, take a guy that's in the King's Land. He's the anointed knight of the Seven Kingdoms. There's rebellion. He fought on the side of the King's family. I mean, he might not necessarily fought for the Mad King himself, maybe the promise that Prince Rhaegar was the better ruler and was coming soon. You don't know, but his side lost, and his ass got sent to the wall by a Lannister. So, I mean, the guy doesn't have a real good opinion of Lannisters, Starks, and Baratheons, Tullys, or Aarons. I don't blame him. I mean, the losing side don't just sit there and go, "Okay, come take me." I mean, there's going to be some animosity and anger toward the winning side. It's the way of the world. So I don't necessarily hate the guy. And if you think about it, he's just as much responsible for Jon Snow becoming Lord Commander as Sam, or at least almost as much responsible. He's the one that stuck him with the name Lord Snow. Granted, it was to mock him, but it stuck. People called him Lord Snow in the back of their mind. Lord Snow, Lord Snow, Lord. And a big jump from Lord to Lord Commander. So he planted the seed first, but he didn't know he did it. And not to mention half them people up there can't stand his ass was another factor in Jon Snow becoming Lord Commander. So now there's this little whippersnapper that you got to take orders from. And we don't know how many times Lord Commander Mormont came to him and asked about Jon Snow, so he probably knew Lord Commander had big plans for Jon, and that probably didn't sit well with him. Understandable. Like I said, I understand the guy. He's needed there. I mean, you don't get a song and everybody turns into great warriors and like you see in some of the cartoons. Uh, he's trying to make men, fighting men, out of boys. And I mean, boys has never picked up a sword before and never even thought about fighting like this. So, I mean, it's a hard world. It's even harder at the wall. And it makes for hard men. I mean, they ain't sitting up there just drinking Mai Tais and looking over. Nope, nobody's coming. It's difficult. It's meant to be difficult. And I give him props for doing it. I mean, you agree or disagree on how he does it. I mean, it still need to be done. And he's the one there doing it. Then yeah, he's at odds with Tyrion, another favorite. So I mean, he's just instantly a bad guy. It's not my book. Which I mean, I'm probably wrong. I mean, I wear a cowboy hat, so I can't be that right. And Lucas Van Hamel pointed out in my earlier videos I didn't have it. Lucas, I promise you, if I'd have had this hat when I first started this, my ass would have been wearing it. So So that's my little spill with Alliser. There's more there. I mean, I don't think he would have been part of the mutiny that killed Jon Snow if that was their intent. Check previous video. Um, I know he's ranging north, and Jon might have should have been able to, or might have should have kept him closer, but he didn't trust him. It's understandable, but I don't think he'd be all right with what happened when and if he comes back, because the chain of command in those situations is there for a reason. And a mutiny against that Lord Commander is the same as a rebellion against the king. So I don't know where he'd fall on that. So I'm gonna give him benefit of doubt till I see something different. I'm back to my phone because me and my computer are fighting, and the little shit won. It won't take my mic. And me and technology, not real good friends at all. My 5-year-old knows how to use his phone better than I do. So it's going to take me 2-3 hours just to get this little video to my YouTube channel, just because I don't know no better way of doing it. It's on Twitter yesterday. Yesterday. There was a little debate on morals and what you should use and what you shouldn't involve in this story. And everybody's like, you have to use today's morals. But I'm on the fence, or the other side of the fence that says you don't. And I mean, it ain't a debate. Debates turn into bad things eventually because somebody's going to get their feelings hurt and end up being arguments and resentment and all that. Because we ain't going down that path. And I ain't typing. Me and typing ain't friends. So I'm going to say my spiel here on this. It's a whole lot easier to talk. Is marrying a 13-year-old girl a bad thing? Yes. But this ain't our world. And I don't necessarily think George wrote this whole big old story and all the extra books going with it and everything to give us a moral lesson as far as certain things. And you can't pick and choose. Can't say, well, oh no, the situation with Danny, she's way too young. She is not a typical 13-year-old. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that everyone's ancestors lived a certain way, no matter where you were. Not necessarily right like this story, but they all lived a certain way. Life expectancy was short. It's still wrong in today's standards. I mean, I don't constantly have that in the back of my head when I'm reading the story, but Ned Stark beheaded a man just for seeing the alien and being scared shitless. We're not told anything else bad that he did. He just deserted. I mean, it is hard. I mean, the Hound rode down like the path that Arya is going. It's an extremely dark one. It's hard to find a character in this book that shouldn't be condemned. Is probably the wrong word, but me and words ain't friends either. Just read my tweets. I try to keep them short. My vocabulary is not that big. But yeah, it's hard to find a character that did not do something that today's standards would condemn, would shun, look down their nose at. So, like I said, I don't think this is a big giant moral lesson on the way that they're living. The way they're living is wrong. I mean, the society that they're living in is wrong. Does that mean everyone in that society is wrong? No, it's what they got to deal with. It's their daily life. So to use today's standards and morals to judge how they live their daily life, in my opinion, is there's more to get out of this story than that. So I think it's just a waste of time. But my wife says I'm an idiot, so I might be an idiot on this too. I choose not to. You can look down your nose at me, throw stones, do what the hell ever you want. I mean, it is what it is. Um, so yeah, that's my little spill. I'll jump off my soapbox. I'll quit preaching. Uh, but I don't know. I just think you gotta give a story a break. Granted, he wrote those ages when there was supposed to be a 5 year jump. It didn't happen. Daddy in these later books is supposed to be 18, 19 years old. So I ain't making it right. I ain't making it wrong. I ain't saying, I mean, it's creepy. I agree. But I don't dwell on it. And I try to understand the time period that it's based on. Hell, this whole world's fucked up. But Georgia's world, well, our world too. But that's a completely different video that I ain't gonna put on here. My wife gets to hear those conversations. But that's it. That's my spill. I ain't gonna ramble too much more. Don't care if you like. Don't care if you subscribe. That ain't what he's for. Just getting thoughts out there. Hell, I got a hard time remembering what the hell I did 2-3 days ago. But leave a comment. Tell me what you think of Sir Alliser Thorne. Can you forgive him because he's main to your favorite character? Or he's a bad guy and always going to be a bad guy? I mean, either way. Hell, leave a comment on the morals that you use to read these books and watch the show and all that stuff. I'll leave a little comment and give it a like and all that kind of stuff. But like I said, I ain't gonna get in a debate on this stuff because debate turns into arguments and then there's resentment and I can't believe that bastard said that. It ain't happening. Not to get off on a rant. I know I said it was gonna be done, but I like to ramble. I agreed with somebody about Danny and his butthead called me a simp. Then I had to find out what that really meant. And so it was Alisa Patience. Sorry, I got the name wrong. And she said the guy's irrelevant and to let it go. Well, that ain't my style. Once I start arguing, I can argue all day long. But okay, I'll let it go. Because, like I said, these debates turn into arguments, and I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change my mind. So we can say our one or two sentences and then be done with it. Move on. There's other things to worry about. But that's it. Okay. Leave a comment. I will see you tomorrow. Lucas, I'll try to do these one a day so you got something to laugh at work. This has been Old New Dude with Theories and Tinfoil of Game of Thrones and beyond. Numbers are going up. Y'all stay safe. Y'all know the deal. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully my computer and me are back in love, but I doubt it. All right. Y'all be good.